Tony Farm Guy here with the new mod test for Friday, October the 28th. And this is the John Deere Series 8030 by Agro Tonho. It is for all platforms. It is 30.08 megabytes to download and only 15 slots on console. 15 slots. It is a pack of two John Deere tractors in the South American style, I would say. Brazilian, South American, that type of thing. From what I've come to know about this style of tractor, shall we say. Yes, it is a John Deere. It just has some unique options that are sometimes particular to South American sold vehicles. Now, first of all, let's have they're very similar. However, they do have a one big difference. The difference is the major difference is the front axle. This the 8230 has a solid front axle, and the 85. Well, this is 80. There's a solid front axle and an independent front suspension model. So let's have a look at them in the store. They're under large tractors, and there's quite a few options. Here is the standard version, and the version with the independent front suspension, or ILS, is $210,000. Now, as for the specifications, engine power, speed, weight, those are exactly the same. However, the options do differ somewhat, so we'll look at them both. First of all, the 8330, or the 8030, sorry, the 8030, it starts out at 248 horsepower, 681 liters of fuel, 29 miles per hour, 11.6 tons, right? 15 slots. You can add numbers to the side up to, I believe, 9. There we go. Engine, we have the 248, the 300, 310, 345, and the 400. 8530 chip tuned, which is going to add another $121,000 to the price tag, so beware of that. Wheel brands, this is where it really gets interesting. Continental, Michelin, Trelleborg, Otis, Lizard, Continental. Right, so that's pretty standard. Wheel setup, we have standard, wide, rear twins, so far so good. Twins all around, so far still pretty standard. Sugarcane, that's definitely South American-ish. Rear twin and single front again, and then twins all around. Back to standard, wide, yeah, okay, so that's fairly normal, shall we say. Let's move on to Michelin. Michelin, we have standard, wide, rear twin, twins all around, sugarcane, narrows, all right, narrows all around, narrow tires again, a little wider spaced, rear narrow twins and front narrows, wider twins, rear twin narrows, and a little bit wider in the front. And then we go to a twin narrows all around, and then again wider spaced, and then triple narrows on the back and double narrows on the front, and then narrows back, two wides on the front, and then rear twins, and then twins all around, and then standard. So that's quite different than some of this. That's quite a lot of selection there. In Trelleborg, we have pretty much the standard, yes, standard choices there. Midas is the wides, and Lizard is where we have a rice tire option, as we have come to know it. Rear twins all around. So there it is. We have a twin, front and back twin for rice tire, which is somewhat unusual. And then back to Continental, right? So, what are all these going to cost us? Michelin, let's see, what is the triple triple, $3,500 looks like it's about the most you spend for tires, so that's not bad. Window film, we have dark, different shades of dark for the window film. Internal props, we have a bunch of things you can put inside. Antenna, you can choose your antenna right, left. You can have the green star. All these things, decorations, really decorations. Fenders, nice. Fender is a decoration, but it is one of those things that, well, is a suitable option for a tractor. Exhaust, we have a few exhaust options. External props, we have a chain on the front. The chain on the front is strictly a prop, as it says, external prop, which means it does not serve any actual purpose. It is just there for looks, which is nice that it's labeled a prop. It's pretty clear and straightforward. Toolbox, barrel. The barrel is under the toolbox. Toolbox and chain, and then you can have it all for no charge though, so that's pretty cool. If you want the decoration, just don't charge me for it. Right on. Headlights, standard. Set one no cabin light without the blinkers. Double headlight. Headlight and turn signals. Set two no cabin. So there's double headlight turn signals, and more choices for lights and signals and on. So yes, signaling again. So aside from the headlights and signals and stuff, we also have beacon light, right, left, and right, and these little signal wing things. So you can have everything on there for $900. Attachers, you can have a 300 weight, 800 weight, 1300. I see. The 300 has a pin hitch, 500, 1100 with the pin hitch, or a 3-point link with some weight on there. Right. So actually, we're going to do this one because we're going to test the pin hitch. And rear weights are actually okay. Let's put the wheels back to there, because the rear weights are actually weights on the rear wheel. So you can add rear weights separately from the tires. Whew, now that's a lot. So let's just buy that because we have a pin hitch we need to check out. This one, numbers, engine setup is exactly the same. 121,000 for the 400 horsepower. Wheels, I do believe the wheels choices, wheel choices are all going to be the same. I did look through it. I promise I did look through it. I thought the wheel choices were different, but it looks like, yes, the wheel choices are all the same. If we got the wheel fan, everything's the same. I'm not going to go through all of it because it really literally is all exactly the same options on this. I thought there was some differences, but there isn't. There is a difference when you get in, though. Let's hop in this one. This is the independent suspension because has an extra option there. So if we start it up, I don't know why I can't get the horn to work anymore on any vehicle. I'm not sure if you can hear it. I can't hear it. I've adjusted all my sounds and everything, and I don't think the horns work anymore. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, aside from that, interior, we have lights. Very nice interior. Well laid out. Very nice. Right, okay, let's go back out. Right, let's go through our options. L1. We have L1, and notice you have control groups. So this is, we're in control group 1, L1, right stick, right and left, tilts your steering wheel. Let's go back in here. Tilts your steering wheel. Our L1 and right stick up and down. Your sun visor up and down. Right, okay. R1. Now this is particular or specific to the independent suspension model. R1 and right stick up and down. You can adjust your front suspension. Up or down. Up is down and down is up on your joystick. Yeah, just like a flight stick. Right. And that's where all the interesting stuff ends. We have L1 and R1. Now we have left stick, left and right. Moves those little those signals we have on the side in and out. Right stick up and down, back window, left and right, opens the driver's door. Right, and now we go to control group 2, and guess what? We have L1 and right stick, adjust that mirror, and L1 and right stick up and down, adjust that right side mirror, and there you go. As for the other one, let's just jump into the one I have. I believe it's this one. Yes, okay. So this is exactly the same, except it doesn't have the independent front suspension, and the controls are basically the same, except it's a little different. You don't notice that you don't have control group 1 or 2 because you don't have the front suspension adjustment. So they kind of squeeze it all in. There's your tilt, L1 and right stick, tilt steering, and up and down. Up and down was, oh yes, your visor, your sunscreen. R1 and right stick, left and right. Yes, R1 and now R1 left and right, adjust your right mirror, and up and down your left mirror. And L1 and R1 left stick, your signals, and right stick, your back window and your driver's door. Yes, all of those things you can do. Now to the real important thing is, how does it work? Oh my goodness, after all that. We have lights. The lights are, depending on what options you choose for lights, it seems to be very well lit. We have a 400 and what is this? It's all that, and I'm trying to remember what that is. That's a 450 horsepower rated cultivator, and this is a 400 horsepower tractor, and right up to 9 miles per hour, absolutely no problem. So very nice there. It is actually a very nice tractor. I don't get me wrong, but sometimes I get bogged down with all those options. Now we have here, what we have here is the bare bones stock model, the 248 horsepower, 248 horsepower, right out of the box, no options added or anything. It's a 250 horsepower cultivator, and we're just going to set the worker off. And he as well, right up to 9 miles per hour. So very stout, very sturdy. And the suspension, if you're, it's not quite so noticeable here, but if you're getting into some rough ground, it is actually very, let's see if we can, yeah, this one's got independent front suspension. I got it kind of stuck on something trying to test it out a little bit, but let's go see if we can get it to move a little bit on some. And then we're going to test out, I just about forgot, we're going to test out the front hitch to make sure that. So let's just go over here and see if we can climb up. So it's not super flexible. You can see it moves a little bit. It's not super twisty. So, but it does kind of look nice, and there we go. We can, maybe if we move it up to the top of its range there. It might have a little bit more travel to it, maybe a little bit more. So it's not meant to like super duper twisty, but you will notice it driving around and going over some undulations. Now let's do a quick check for the trailers. We got a pin hitch and a ball hitch. I don't suspect it's going to hook up to the ball hitch, but you never know. I have been wrong before many times. All right, here we go. Pulling up to the pin hitch, and oh, well, look at that. Well, not even a pin hitch. So it is a decorative pin hitch. Yeah. That's a little bit slightly disappointing, actually. That actually doesn't hook to anything. I'm curious why they would have it on there if it's just a decoration style. Okay, so that's now you know you're not going to be able to hook anything up to that particular hitch, and that pretty much wraps it up. It works fine. Everything works fine. Everything works as it should. Really, this is, I mean, if it wasn't meant to work as a hitch, well, then it's fulfilled its purpose. Lots of options, lots of goodies. Very nicely done, very well detailed, and they work very well. So it's up to you how you decide to use this. And that's the John Deere Series 8030 by Agro Tonho, 30.08 megabytes to download. They are 15 slots each, pack of 2. And thank you for watching. And I'm Lily Farm Guy. Remember, it's only a game. So, till next time, bye for now.